that do that. That's a job. How much crap that they have to put up with, and when they walk in the door, that club charges them anywhere between, I don't know what the prices is now, but way back when it was anywhere between $80 to $120. So if you got to work the day shift, you're already $120 in the hole, and it's 11 o'clock in the morning in Brooklyn, Illinois. And here we go, open up the doors. And if you didn't make that back, well, then you were into the club.
Do they still charge that same per diem for you to work there during the day that they do at night?
And they take a piece out of the lap dances in the back. They take a piece of everything.
Wow. And you got to tip the DJs, right?
Sure. There's nothing like going around dry humping nasty dudes for, I don't know, the better part of 9 hours. And then you get off, you go, what do you mean I owe $40? What? How did that work?
Because your ears could use some tickling. Here's more of the Big Tom West Show.
Brooklyn, Illinois, Washington Park, Illinois. You see things there that you don't see in any other city. There's a few, I guess. I know that I guess it's New Orleans. You can find a couple clubs like that. Memphis is big.
Indianapolis was big, I heard, for strip clubs.
Yeah, but strip clubs to the point what you see in East St. Louis or that part, you don't get to see like if you go to a strip club in Cincinnati, you don't get to experience anything like that. I mean, because it doesn't happen.
Well, even going to, like, later on, going to the PTs and the Diamond Cabarets and things like that we would do the amateur nights at, those were nice. Like, those were very nice clubs. Hollywood Show Club, I had to do some stuff there. That place was beautiful. Had some of the nicest bathrooms I've been in St. Louis. They were beautiful, clean as could be. Now, granted, I was there, at 2:30 in the afternoon because I was doing commercials for the place, and I had to talk to the owner, but it was beautiful. I was like, wow, this place is really nice. There's glass poles, all kinds of things. It was great.
Do you know how many rock bands misbehaved in the VIP area in the back room of the Penthouse Club in Sauget? It was really nice. They had stuffed tigers and elephants, and everything is leather and everything is tip top premium, and then it all goes to, they had little private business office. It was titled business office, and you could hook up a computer, shut the door. It was soundproof, so you could do whatever you needed to do business wise, and then go out and get a hand job from Cinnamon.
Hold on, I got it. I don't buy, sell. Tug this off, will you? Hold my calls. The other very entertaining thing was the strip club golf outings. So every single strip club had a golf outing. I love to golf, but it's expensive, right? So if I got a chance to just golf for free, I was cool. I was like, yeah, I want to go and play golf, And then you'd get up, you put one up on the green, and then there's a girl standing with, buck naked on the golf course in the middle of the day. And
put it here. Put it in the hole. I'm
like, can you move? You're in my lie. Hey, I'm trying to read this green. Is that a downward slope? Can you just move? No, I just want to play. All I want to do is play golf. It was like,
They don't, it all sounds like a great idea up until the point where you got to spend 5 to 6 hours on a golf course with, different gals on different holes, and they all have the same, put it in the hole. Is it a long putt or a short putt? What kind of putt you got in your bag? Like, okay.
And then you get your barbecued chicken sandwich on a paper plate afterwards. And
at every hole they expect some sort of tip after you've already paid whatever it is, $125 or whatever it is for for whatever. It's like, all right, enough's enough.
For me, I got to go for free because I would do the commercials.
Just because you didn't pay your entry fee didn't mean that you were exempt from being badgered for tips.
Oh no, I brought some money for tips. I brought more money for hush money than anything. Like, here you go. Here's $2 to just leave me alone. I don't want you to rub on me. I don't want that. Just leave me be. Here's $2.
Hey, Burgundy, what do you say? You take this $5 and just leave me alone? Okay, that'd be great. Let me hit this shot.
You're listening to the Big Tom West Show. Sit on your fingers and stay a while.
Ladies and gentlemen, on stage number 2, Action Jackson. Double trouble up on stage number 4. It's the lovely Lacey and Lana.
I remember my first strip club gig was at PT's in Sauget, and like, I can't believe that they are paying me to go here, but okay. So you show up. It was like a 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on a Friday night.
Right.
So you show up and you're like, holy cow, look at this. So you sit down, you order a beer, you kind of get acclimated, and the strip club DJ came down and immediately set like right there. He goes, so you're that guy on the radio. I said, yep, that I am. I said, you must be that guy on the microphone. Yeah, but my name's Chip, and I once thought about dabbling with radio, but you know what? I like to be with the people, and I like to see the reaction. I like to be there with the people. And a lot of people don't know that if you play girls, girls, girls too early, you could throw the whole night off.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
What a catastrophe.
Okay there, Chip.
Do you mean people will get mad if you play it a second time?
You got to know when to play girls, girls, girls. I did radio back, back in Springfield, Illinois for a couple months, but I moved, I branched out to weddings and bar mitzvahs, and here I am in Sauget. So, what's your name again? Okay, there, guy.
Well, here's the crap of it all is everybody thought that we made tons of money as DJs. So it turned the strip club DJ was making more money than we were a year, guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Guaranteed they're making
Absolutely.
more. Like, we'd walk in, if you do that appearance, you're getting, you walk in, they hand you $200 for your appearance, right?
Which is good money. And I would take it at this particular juncture in my life right now.
100%. But our actual paycheck for being on the radio was not much over minimum wage, but you had perks. You got perks to things, like you got to go to all the free concerts. You got to do all that.
And you and me were not bitching at all. We were, I remember, again, we don't need to wax poetic about it, but throughout our tenure in radio, we was like, can you believe we're doing this? Oh, we're doing this. We're getting paid. Yeah. And I was thankful for every dollar that I made. I was like, holy cow, this is fan-flippin-tastic, dude.
Absolutely. I have no real regrets about doing any of that. It was some great times in my life, and I'm glad that I got to do the things that I got to do. I mean, I got to meet people and do things that I never would have been able to do if I didn't get into radio. However, people always thought you were rich. Like, we would go places and people would be like, oh, put it on his tab. He's got money. Like, no.
Hey,
no. Hey,
there.
Yeah.
Hey, Chachi, you pay for your own there, Nazi in hell.
Oh my God.
Shot, whatever the hell that is. What was, it was, Jägermeister and Rumpelmintz. That was a Nazi from hell.
Yeah. And people would always be trying to, slip stuff onto your tab. And it's like, man, My gas bills turned pink, dude. I'm not paying for your stuff.
Back in those days, the key was, and they would pay you cash at the end of the night. The key was to walk out and get home with that cash in your pocket.
Well, there was a gig that I would do at Patrick's in Westport.
Holy shit, Patrick!
Every Saturday night for 2 years, I did Patrick's, right? Yeah. So, and it was like, bachelorette party. It was like bachelorette party heaven. And it wasn't that big when I first started. So, they would go to Westport and they would go from bar to bar to bar to bar to bar. Well, I started greasing the bachelorette parties that would come in. Like they would give me, some gift cards and gift certificates for Patrick's, right? And they'd give me like, $200 worth of gift certificates. So I would grease these bachelorette parties with, $25 or $50 to help pay for their tabs. And then, give them the CDs or whatever, whatever prize they wanted. And then I would make the bachelorettes play games and stuff like that. And so it became very, very popular. The bachelorette parties always would come and make a stop at Patrick's and hang out. So I would walk in and they would hand me $200 in cash. They would hand me the $200 in gift certificates, and then they would hand me some free drink coupons and things like that. And then I would have all the swag and crap from the radio stations that we would give out as well. But so when it first started, all my friends would come out too. Well, they started putting all their drinks on my tab. So at the
assholes.
At the end of the night, I go to cash out my tab. I'm drinking Diet Coke. Most of the time I'm drinking Diet Coke. My wife is drinking her rum and diets, which in alone could have been a pretty pricey bar tab anyways, but everybody else is putting their stuff on my tab, and it's like, okay, that'll be $245. Like, what? So I've just worked for nothing because everybody has put their stuff. My 10 friends that came with me put all their stuff on my tab. So as it went on, we would show up, my friends would be there, I would take $50 out of the gift certificates that they would give me every week, and I would hand them to my friends, and I would say, here's your bar tab. Don't put anything on mine. You understand? Okay, that's it. So they would get their stuff, and then at least I knew that, my stuff was paid for. And then later on, they would pick up my wife's tab, which was, it'd be, $30 or something like that. And then I would still tip them out of the $200 I would get. But every Saturday for 2 years, I did that.
Yeah, I did there was a club in South County called Woody's.
Yeah, I did an appearance there too.
And I did spaghetti wrestling every Wednesday night.
I remember.
And they would boil like, I don't know, 50 pounds. I don't know how much it was. 50 pounds of spaghetti. And they would put it in a big baby pool. And then they'd dump a bunch of oil on top. And then these broads would jump in. And they would play spaghetti wrestling. And they'd try to shove spaghetti in places where spaghetti shouldn't be shoved. And I'm seeing it. Oh, hey, look, there's Sheila trying to do a double noodle parfait on whoever it was. And it went for a year and a half, every Wednesday for a year and a half. And Woody, Bill was his name, Bill Stack.
Yeah, Bill Stack, Big Bill, yeah.
And I still think, and excuse me if I'm wrong, but I still think he owns the Big Bear down in Soulard. What a great flipping dude, man. That guy would buy my cocktails all night long, and then at the end of it, I would walk out with $300. I was like, are you flipping kidding me? Really? This is fantastic.
Yeah. That was some of the best part is, when you would get paid that cash, and then, and then the bad part was when tax time came and you were like, oh, I owe a lot in taxes.
Yeah, well, there's that, and then